Miss Danreael here, and I have a word for you. It's time to elevate. Some of us, we cool with being mediocre, we cool with staying the same, but the Most High God wants you to elevate this year. So look, the verse for this video is Isaiah 40:31, and it reads, "They who wait for the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint." So the Most High God wants you to renew yourself. He wants you to come to him for your strength. He wants you to know that you can be restored. You can be renewed. He wants you to elevate. A lot of us, or some of us, may know some people who are stuck in the matrix. They are stuck with the ways of the world. They are in reprobate mind. They are continuing to do the same thing over and over and getting the same result, which is insanity. If you are someone who is stuck in the matrix as far as like social media, the way you live your life, the way you handle others, the type of job you have, whatever it may be, I want to challenge you to break free. This is possible. But the one thing that you're going to need is God. You're going to need God in order for you to break free from the matrix. Now, this verse is telling us that it is a great promise of strength for those who may be weary. Some of us, we're tired. Some of us, we have been diligent. Some of us, we work hard every day. Some of us, we provide for our families. We provide for ourselves. We, have self-control, which can be a challenge. We've promised ourselves that we won't fall short like everybody else did in our family. So we're not in jail. We're not in prison. We're not doing crazy stuff. We're trying to be righteous. Some of us, we really are trying. And this verse is telling you that God will renew your strength. It's telling us that he will be with you wherever you go and through every season that you're in. Some of us, we're in a different season right now. The season is actually about to change for some of us. In some states right now, it's like springtime. It's getting warmer outside. And when the seasons change, oftentimes people change as well. Some of us, like you and I, we the same all year round. It don't matter if it's hot outside, cold outside, raining, snowing, whatever, we the same. You feel me? We have morals. We have the same type of, mentality. We're the same person. But some of us, we change with the seasons. Like in the summertime, we outside. In the wintertime, we in the house. In the fall, we chilling, like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's different. So when the seasons change, just be prepared and be aware that, people change as well during those times. This video is titled, "It's Time to Elevate." The Most High God wants you to elevate your life in every way. He wants you to grow. He wants you to have wisdom. He wants you to accomplish your goals. He wants you to be successful. He wants you to work for the kingdom. He wants you to honor the Sabbath. He wants you to do everything you can to continue to flourish and become all that you're supposed to be in this lifetime. Because I want to remind you that we are in a lifetime, meaning we are in our lives, and this is a set amount of time that God has given us. We all are not going to live, for hundreds of millions of years. We all have a timing. We all have an expiration date. The same way we were born, there will be a time where we will expire. God wants you to use your time wisely this year. He wants you to understand that everything that you're needing or desiring or wanting, he has it for you in his hands. It's in store for you. But you have to do what you're supposed to do to get that. A lot of us, like I said, we're tired. It says that you will mount up with wings like eagles. If you've ever seen an eagle fly, their wings are so broad, and when they fly, it just looks so easy. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. So, like I said, we're in a marathon. We're in a race. We are continuing to strive forward. We're continuing to try to grow and become all that we're supposed to be. So it's important that you lean on God for your understanding and for your strength. Some of us, we may be in a relationship like a marriage or something with a man or a woman, and we think that our strength comes from our spouse. Yes, your spouse is supposed to be there to support you, but both people are supposed to be, living for God and honoring God and, working together. Because marriage is like a sacred institution and it's a blessing from God. So both people have to be pursuing God. And just everything in your life, you should always be going to God about it and asking him, like, is this the right move to make? Is this the right decision? Should I make this choice, that choice? You always want to get confirmation from God, because once you get confirmation from God, everything's cool. Everything's cut and clear. But if you never go to God about anything in your life and you don't get confirmation, you may always be like put in a situation where you are in a battle. You are in constant disarray. Like, you may be like, if it ain't one thing, it's another. Yeah, because you didn't go to God about it. You got to go to God about everything in your life. Every move you make. And I'm telling you, he going to send you a sign. Every time. It may not be like right then and there, but he's going to give you some type of confirmation, especially if you living right. If you living right, God don't have no problem giving you no confirmation. But if you live in a lifestyle of wickedness and promiscuity, fornication, adultery, lying, being evil to people, God may not always be there right then and there when you need him, because he wants his people to be being righteous men and women. So it's important that you do that. And it's important that you always be working on self-development, always trying to grow, always trying to build, always trying to expand, always trying to elevate. Let me look up the definition of the word elevate so that we can have that for this video. The word elevate means to raise or lift up to a higher position. It means to raise to a more important or impressive level. It means hold up. So literally it means to go higher. It says to a higher level or position or a state or your standards. You feel me? Like you have to get to that impressive level. God wants you to, you know, be at the expert level. You know how it has basic, intermediate, and then expert. God wants you to be an expert. God is really calling everybody higher. He wants them to do more and to become all that they're supposed to be. Because if you don't, like, do that, if you don't go higher, you don't want your time on this earth to be in vain. Like, you want to be able to really be like, you know what, I lived my life to the fullest. I did everything I was supposed to do. I respected everybody. I treated people with love, care, compassion, kindness, grace, mercy, gentleness, and self-control. And, you know, I did what I could in this life. You want to be able to say that when you finally come to that day where it's your last day here. You don't want to live in a place of always being in regret, like, oh, I should have did more, or I should have did this, or I should have did that. You need to be doing those things that you have on your bucket list and the things that you want to do, because, you know, God has lent us these bodies, these earthly vessels, and he wants us to do something with them. So make sure you make it your best bet and challenge yourself each and every day to be growing, to be elevating, to be becoming all that you can be. And just because you fall short one time doesn't mean that you can't get back up and try it again. And never be ashamed or embarrassed at the pace that you're at running your race, because it's your race. You feel me? Just because they got this or they got that don't mean nothing. Focus on you. Stay in your own lane and build yourself up and become all that you're supposed to be. So look, I pray that this video blessed you. I love you. God bless you. And I'll see you next time.